Hello, what's good everyone? Welcome at AUVESY-MDT's Connect Express. My name is Shreyas Pandey and I'm working as a Customer Success Manager at AUVESY-MDT. And the topic of our discussion today is enhance the operational efficiency with business intelligence. And to discuss onto this topic, we have with us Stefan, the Chief Co-CEO of AUVESY-MDT. Stefan, would you briefly like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Shreyas. As you already mentioned, my name is Stefan. I'm the Chief Co-CEO here at AUVESY-MDT. I'm with the company for 3 years now. Very, very exciting times. Very exciting company. We're the world market leader in data management for automated production, and I'm really happy to be here today with you in the interview. Thank you.
How do you transform the data that you obtain from different sources into practical insights that add value to our production lines?
The data is only of use if it can be understood and if it can be interpreted. So that means having the data and having the data is one thing, but being able to interpret the data is something completely else and very, very difficult in the OT space. AUVESY-MDT being manufacturer independent and solution neutral, we do have a central database and a central repository in Octoplant, and you can access the data via latest BI technology from wherever you are and get the insights in order to make better and faster decisions based on sound data.
So when we talk about industrial automation, it for sure consists of absolute diversity, right? Which means different programs, different software versions, and also different projects. So how do you ensure to have a smooth, efficient, and a seamless integration between them?
Very interesting question. And if we look at the automation pyramid, especially at the lower 3 levels where the data is actually stored, that's the control, the field, and the supervisory level. It's mission critical for every company to store the data in a central database and to be able to restore it as quickly as you possibly can in an event of an emergency. It's production critical that you can analyze and identify changes in project and program files as soon as you can possibly do. And with our Octoplant Hub, the insights and the analytics platform on top of our Octoplant server, it's as easy as it is to, for example, compare 2 different coding lines with one and each other and again make better and faster decisions based on sound data.
How do you think the ongoing analysis and interpretation of data can help to maximize the benefits of the automated production?
Charles, that's a very interesting question, and I even asked ChatGPT something pretty similar a couple of days back. And what it gave me back was, and I'm going to read that to you, it says, in summary, ongoing analysis and interpretation of data can help to maximize the benefits of automation production or automated production by first identifying inefficiencies, predicting maintenance needs, ensuring quality control, and optimizing operations. And I thought that's a beautiful answer because I can give you an example for one of them. So if you look at identifying inefficiencies, for example, data analysis might reveal that certain machines are not operating at optimal efficiency or that a particular process is taking longer than it should. Stuff that you can find out with Octoplant at a glance of just looking at our Octoplant Hub and taking countermeasures in order to make things more efficient and better.
Well, we talked about the access of data, we talked about the transformation of data, but now the next question that I would like to ask you is, how can we establish a link between the events that are occurring in the production environment and their larger implications to optimize the automated production lines?
That's one of the most pressing topics today, because if you look at the lower 3 levels of the automation pyramid, namely the field, control, and supervisory level, it's absolutely necessary to combine these, to bridge that gap to the planning and to the management level, to the ERP and MES level. What we see today is that massive investments are today going towards MES systems in order to calculate the OEE, the overall equipment effectiveness. In my opinion, these calculations are lacking the essential data, which is the data from the lower 3 levels of the automation pyramid. And since nobody else is talking to more devices on these levels than we do, we can bridge that gap by uploading this data within the automation pyramid to the upper two levels in order to transfer the data to the management and the planning level, and in order to make better, faster decisions there.
I know that you have immense experience when it comes to BI and the business intelligence and developing specific strategies. So my next question to you is like, what strategies have you found to be effective in simplifying the interpretation and analysis of the vast amounts of data that is generated in the automated production?
Shaz, I hear a lot these days about the vast amounts of data. So the first and most important thing is, if I look at what I see with a lot of our customers, the data is still gathered by USB sticks or with the second best tool in the world for everything, Microsoft Excel. So it starts, in my opinion, with the gathering of data. Second, it's the interpretation of that data. And this can only be done with years and years of experience, with a lot of domain expertise that we have, and with the really good relationship that we have with different OEMs and manufacturers. Simplifying that on top, I would strongly suggest let AUVESY-MDT do that job for you, because of the many years of experience and the different devices that we cover, the many devices that we cover on the manufacturing floor. The analysis can then be done with our Octoplant hub, with latest BI technology and with state-of-the-art techniques.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks a lot, Stefan, for these fruitful piece of information, and I'm sure that our audiences might have really enjoyed this piece of content. And if you have really enjoyed, then please make sure that you also check out the other interviews of our Connect Express at AUVESY-MDT. Thank you.
Thank you.